Like, if we're gonna send it, let's send it, you know? Hey guys, Wheatywaffle here today, and we are back in the city of Westfield. And today we're look at this. This is the beautiful strawberry square that we built in the last part, but we're actually gonna go ahead and just start off by renaming this. I got some great comments on the last part, and one of them was Ethan suggested we rename this Westfield on C. So that's what, oh, I didn't save it. That is what we'll do. That might make more sense for like Cardona City, but I'm fine with that. I think that's a good name. And what we're going to do today is just do some like improvements, like general improvements for this area. Why is there some goods issues? We're not solving those. I am not doing more goods issues. Is it just that little area? I think so. Let's just like swipe all the way around. Yeah, it's just over there, so we're going to ignore it. And we're going to launch a rocket today. There was tons of amazing suggestions for the rocket name, but my favorite was Flying Waffle launch site. So this is our first rocket, Flying Waffle 1. What I want to really focus on before we launch the rocket, we will get to that. And if you're interested in just seeing the rocket launch, I'll have like the chapter set up so you can just fast forward to the end and watch that. But I want to do some improvements on this area, and just really for like this whole side of the map, there are some things that I've noticed that I would like to change. The first thing, Umar suggested that instead of maybe doing a bus route that connects from here over to the airport, this would be a perfect opportunity to use, where are trams? To use trams. Now, I don't know if I have a tram line anywhere else. Which one's the tram icon? That's the tram. Yeah, we don't have any trams anywhere else. So we would need to like actually set up a tram depot. And I was thinking like this is all residential. So I don't want to put it in a place that too many people live. Over here is mainly business. So we could do it over there. I kind of forgot we needed the depot. So let's just kind of mess around until we find the right place. I mean, we could always... Oh, there's nothing on this road. We could maybe slide it in here somewhere. Okay, after looking around a little bit, I think what we're going to do is we're going to move this biofuel bus depot just over here. So it's still in the same general area, but it's just out of the way. And then here is where we're going to put the tram depot. It's a little bit large and like sticks a little bit far back, but I don't think that this is a huge deal. We can almost pretend like it's another building for the airport. Like they're far enough away. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay, so now that we have the tram depot set up here, what we need to do is change some of our roads to work with the trams. So we do have some tram avenues. So all of these are going to have to switch over. Luckily, since no one is living along this road, I don't think anyone's upset that we've moved them over here. I'm going to replace all these tram roads here, and then it's going to come to about this point. Yeah, I think it's going to come to about maybe here. Maybe we'll just take it to the intersection. We take it to the intersection, and then I was thinking we could just do a tram-specific road. It's snapping to like all kinds of things. If we anarchy this... Like, is this technically this is the point, right? Yeah, okay, so we have to do it from there. But we could kind of do a little shortcut here for our trams road. Okay, and then the trams would just go underneath the highway. They would cut down in the middle of this downtown, and then they would loop around this way. Okay, but now we got a little loop here. So the trams can come down to this downtown, and it's going to be a little bit more efficient than buses because it can carry more people. And I'm hoping that this works pretty well. Then we'll come over here. Really, this is kind of stupid. If we're going to do like a cut through, we should just we should cut through. Like, why don't we take a tram road from here? Like, if we're going to send it, let's send it, you know? So if we go to there and we kind of curve in, that's a much quicker route. And then it means we can keep more of this avenue with the trees, which is really like what people want to see. Like, that's beautiful. Now, it does create a weird... It does create this weirdness where we've got two intersections here. And what I'm wondering is, since this isn't actually stopping for anything in this area, what I'm wondering is if instead of doing it like this, we're kind of improving this idea as we go. So you just kind of bear with the changes that are happening. But what if this area here became elevated? And then if we were to try to slope, say from here to here, like we can nearly get this to go straight across. If we keep it on the ground, have it kind of come this way, and kind of come, there's an intersection, but I don't want to make a 5-way intersection, so we'll make a middle intersection here. It's far enough between the two, but then that will allow me to keep more of this road. Yeah. Hold on, I'm liking where we're going. Now this can all stay like this. Beautiful. This goes underneath, it's out of the way. Oh, people can use it as a path too, so that's good connectivity to the airport. Now we can set up our tram. I think we can set up our tram line, and we can remove the buses. But if the tram was to, we'll see. I don't know if I actually set this up right, but I want it to kind of share the same stops as what we had here. So there would obviously be, I think we can do a little bit more here with a stop here. That would then come around. It would also stop again down this way. Did that take? It did. Okay, great. Then it would come over. Now the real question is, do we change this to a tram line and let it stop right in front? I think we do. So actually, let's undo this. Change this to a one-way tram road. And I actually am going to turn off parking. I don't want any parking on this street. All right, so now hold on. Back to this. Man, tram lines. Let's do it. All right, so the tram can stop. It can't share the stop with the bus, so it'll stop there instead. We're not going to stop on this side because I'm actually going to set up a pedestrian path underneath. Then the tram can come down this way. We'll do one stop here at like the entrance to the this Westfield on Sea, because there's those two roads. People can get to the neighborhoods. Then we'll do one higher up. These roads up here. It's going to loop back around. It'll do one more stop on the way out to pick up anyone else, and then it's going to come right back and connect up, and that is it. That's all we're doing. With that, we're going to ditch the bus line that's in this area. I think the best way to do that would be to zoom in here. You're not the bus I'm thinking of. You guys are going too far. I think you're the bus I'm thinking of. Line details. You start over here, and you go down and around, and you come back. Line overview. What's your bus? Bus line 62. I think we just delete bus line 62. Where is one of our trams? Oh my god. Here we go. You can hold 90 people, opposed to a bus which can only hold 30. So this is great. We can hold 3 times the passengers. Let's now think about if we're transporting more people to and from in this area, we need to have better connectivity in this area. Specifically to this rail yard, because you'll notice people are all leaving. This is stopping all this traffic. They're all coming down this way, coming down and around to get to the train station. So let's grab, let's do the regular road, or the regular pathway. We have this little path here, and this is connecting right into this box, which I think is perfect. So I'm actually going to take, if we turn on angle, I'm going to take one of these roads. We'll come out 2 units, and then we're going to go down. Underground. Let's turn this guy off. Okay, and then here we're going to come out 2 units, and then we're going to go down until we're underground. These 2 guys are then going to shoot directly. How should we do this? I want them on the other side of the road, and I want this to be a faster route. So if we came to this corner, brought it up to 0. Is this working? I hate this. Okay, hold on. Back this up. Because I want to invert this. I actually want it to go the other way. So if we take this entire road away, we come from here, I'd say, to like here. Let's come up. Nope, stay underground. As small as we can. What we really need is... No. We need it this way. We need to come up from here. Where's the smallest amount we can go without anarchy on? Down. To right there. Okay, great. Let's instead do a little curving. If we were to curve that in, how does that look? Oh, that looks much better. Okay, so then if we use this, tunnel view, grab this node, not tunnel view, and we'll lower it down. You just descend downwards and you can go straight on over to the... Oh my god, yes, it's already working. Okay, now hold on, we have to do the other side. Wait. Oh my gosh, yes. This came from JMWZ. JM, you have fantastic suggestions all the time, but like already proving to be one of your best. Okay, so then we got to do the same kind of shape. Oh god. Beautiful. And now we have 2 underground entrance and exits for this other area. Let's just quickly watch and see when another plane or train lets off how many people go. Oh my god, look at them go. It's beautiful. That line's actually much shorter. They're not perfectly symmetrical, but that's okay. They're underground, and the train line and the train station and the airport don't actually perfectly match up. But look at all the people. And now they're not even interrupting the road. Okay, with that, I think that we ban crossings here, because there's really no reason for it if... No, that's not what I want. I think it's this one. Yes. So if you're here and you're trying to get to the other side, you can't cross like this. You can cross back and forth on these roads or go up to another road, but I want to encourage you to take those roads. And again, here, if you're here, you can't cross here. And this, I think, is going to really encourage people to take... Yes! Look at all the humans! Oh, this is great. Okay, so now that we need to... Now that we have this, like, little beautiful space here... Actually, before we do this, let's just quickly bring these 2 nodes a little bit further down. Oop, undo. I think that's a tree. There we go. Just looks a bit nicer. But now we have this beautiful little section. There's a bus stop right there. I guess we could theoretically put a tram stop here, which will help for the bus people. Let's do that. It's going to slow this little area down maybe a bit. We'll see if it causes too big of a big deal. But if we have a bus station here, because now we just have like almost a hub here at Chestnut Street, this particular area, which looks fantastic, by the way. All right, let's make this just look a little bit nicer. Okay, it's nothing crazy, but it's just a little bit of something. We've got a few stalls. I didn't mean to have the grass there, but that's okay. Little benches. I added in an extra diagonal path so that there's extra just ways for people to be moving through this, and then some benches. So, it's cute. All right, so we've got that there. Looks beautiful. Fantastic. In love. Now what we need to do, I was thinking, in addition to like just better connectivity for this whole area, and does anyone actually use this? 48. Yes. What about this side? 84. 14. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so now that we have all this, we've got better connectivity for this area. I think that looks a bit nicer. We do need to think about 2 additional connections for this space. One, right now, this is the only way in or out. And ideally, we would have one other way in or out, just one other connection. So what I'm thinking is we have this road here that kind of just ends. This road could be that connection. We can have a road that just kind of winds around and down and connects up to this side here. So let's go ahead and throw on our contour lines. It's just going to be I think actually we'll use, where's that, is this it right here? The 2-way highway? No, I would like the national road. Is that what the 2-way highway is? Two-way highway. Yeah, this is just like tiny little highway road that would come around and down, connecting up to this section. All right, now that we've got that set up, let's just kind of finesse this area a bit. Not anything remarkable. We're just going to do a nice soft smoothing of the area. This is one of those spots where it's just going to be kind of hectic, I think. Now this particular There we go. That's just all around better. And it's not supposed to be an efficient route. I mean, some people will use it, but it's mainly meant to be just so we have an extra way of getting out of there. Kojak suggested having some bike lanes, and I'm thinking what we do with that, instead of just putting some bike lanes for the area, we put bike lanes that will hopefully connect all of this up. So I want to have some kind of bike infrastructure, bike network. And so I think the best way to do that, let's start with roads. Because if I can add some bike lanes into this area, then we'll know where we need to add paths to connect it all together. But if we set this to upgrade and we look through here, does Cardona City have any bike lanes? I don't think they do. I kind of did a little just looking in advance before, and I didn't see. It's a lot of grass-lined roads. We've got a regular road there, but all of this is grass-lined. I wanted to connect this whole area. So what we're going to do is the bike lane will come to, I guess, here and just kind of dead end at this point. But this will be where we begin this bike route. So we're going to come straight on down. We're going to leave the avenue alone and we'll come up this side road. We'll come down this road here. And then, I mean, it's not passing those highest buildings, but it's passing by the monument that we have over here, that Land and Sea Tower, as well as some other great buildings. So we're going to come right down this way. Also, this building here is phenomenal. Getting a little distracted today, but that's okay. All right, we're going to come straight on through, past the police station. Now, we've got a decision, because we could come over here into Davies Point and then go this direction. However, there's not tons of people living in this area. So, or we could have another road. Okay, we're gonna have two bike lanes. Bike laned roads. We'll have one that comes down here through the residential area. I know this is sharing a lot of stops with the buses. That's okay. We'll have a second one that cuts down here next to the amusement park and comes around this plaza, as well as kind of just peeks into Davies Point just a bit. But that way we can really get people all connected up. And then we're going to reconnect here. So we've got this kind of bus loop in this area. And this bus line, these are bikes. The bikes are going to come down this direction. And here I think we do a sharp turn. Oh, but we've got that double. But the traffic is cleared here. So I think we don't need this anymore in the way we did before. We've had some better connections. That was when this was set up that way because when we had a cargo port here, the traffic there was a little crazy. That's so we can get rid of that. It's totally fine. So then this is going to cut through the heart of this business area. Because this is a really intense stop, we might leave that alone. Well, we really can't. I need to get to this side. And we could come down and through here. Yeah, so we're going to have to just make this a bike path too. Now here, I actually want to do this differently. I was going to go through that business area, but I want to make this kind of like a bike collector almost. So this middle road is all going to change to bike lanes and hopefully just encourage tons of people to come on through. And it kind of connects up well with the area we have here. So we got this bike connection here, comes all the way down. I could send one up this way, but I would rather here in the middle, once all the cars kind of find their new homes, send it up into here. And we might stop it here. They can still get to the train station, but they're not directly connected. We could have brought one over this way. I'm fine with that. I think that's okay. So we've got this bike line coming out here, these bike lanes. This here will need to be this set. Okay. And I actually think this whole little strip is going to be upgraded. And if we switch back to this road, we'll come right on through the neighborhood. It's going to come right up and around and connect to here. So we're kind of servicing some of this area, but not all the way. We will bring it maybe down to here. So if you wanted to get on, you could, which means that this here will be upgraded. And since this is not even a tree-lined road or anything, we've kept it like this whole time, this just concrete. I have no problem bringing this bus lane all the way to here. And maybe even kind of looping it around this building. There we go. that's crazy with traffic. We're just going to ignore it. Okay, so we had that all connected. This one here is dead ending in these areas right here. This one here is coming up and around this way, but we've connected it so we can also go down this road. Since again, this is all concrete, let's just upgrade all of this to have bike lanes on it. So just really connecting everything up. And then I will send, because again, all concrete, we'll send this around. I'm just kind of loop this section. Now I did accidentally get rid of those paths, so let's re-add those. There we go. A little bit different, but that's okay. And now we've got a good bike connection all the way through there. On this side, we do need some kind of bike lane, just period. We have nothing. So I'm thinking, because this is all trams, we're going to kind of have to leave that alone. This road here will be that main bike road. And it will come up and kind of connect to this area. Do we want to do... Yeah, we'll change this here to a bike road. Up until it becomes the highway, which is right there. So it'll become a bike road all the way through there. These people here, they have decent enough connection to this bike lane. Then this bike lane is going to cut through the middle. So we need to kind of come in a strange way all the way down and around this way. And it's going to dead end here kind of around maybe like this. But now with this, we can then think about, if we come back all the way to Cardona City, the bus lane is down this way. We do need one more that I think shoots straight up. So if we come right here and send this straight up to here, and let's try to make like almost like a bike highway that goes along this side. And ideally, really, it would have been on the other side. Now, hold on. Let's change one thing here. Put this back to grassland road or tree lines. That's fine too. And let's change this one that passes by these tallest buildings into our bike road. So it ends here. We can then avoid having to like bridge or anything and get to the other side of this train line. Great. Yep, all that connected up. Okay, so now with that there, let's change this. Let's do all the anarchies we can so that nothing gets destroyed. And let's turn all the anarchies back off. Our bike line can connect to there, which means we've now got another kind of loop working around this way. And don't worry, we're going to put some trees and a few little decorations along there. What we need to also do is get to the other side, and we have this right here, this bike area. Like at this point, you think I'm doing it on purpose. All right, so then we're going to send one kind of over, but this one's going to go underground and connect right on up to the rest of the bike network. So then with that connected, we now have a little entrance here with the bikes. There's great connectivity throughout. I do then think with this kind of intersection we have here, and with the drop that we have with this road, we could think about sending it like down and underneath and in. Because like it's almost like, why not, right? Like if we've got a bike lane here, we could send a bike lane underneath, go down underneath and come back up. Yeah. So we're going to now also, I know there's a pathway here, like a sidewalk, but I just am enjoying adding bike-specific pathing. So we'll send this down to here. At this point, we'll drop underneath. Then we're going to come back up, surface level, anarchy this in here, as small as we can get it. Send it straight along to here. Again, we're going to drop below ground. We'll go to 46. Here we're going to do two things. We're going to come straight to here. We've got this area down this way that I'd like to connect to too. So what if we brought this over? We brought it immediately back up and then sent it straight across to here. We'll do a straight path and just send it right into the corner. Then you would have to cross to get over there, but that's okay. But now we've got a much more extensive bike system. If I kind of like move these in, can we totally hide those gaps? Yeah, then let's do that. We've just kind of made a bike highway that cuts through everything. Now the real question is, oh, there's someone right there. Is there any people, or are there any people, who are feeling like using this road is a good use of their time? Tons of people. Oh my god, I love it. Yes. Oh, and they're all coming from this area. So they're choosing to bike from these neighborhoods over to here because that's their best connection over. And yes, I love that. Okay, I have gone through and done just a little bit of detailing, so not a ton has happened with majority of the bike paths, this bike network. For example, like I didn't do anything here, but I'm just loving that like this is a huge sidewalk now with the built-in designated bike lanes, dedicated bike lanes. So then this kind of comes around and through, doesn't do much change there. All that's pretty much the same. Where I did a lot of the detailing was over on this side, kind of where our little bike trail park is, if you will. So this is kind of the entrance for that. I have a little parking lot as well as this shed. These sheds in my mind are functioning as like info centers and bathrooms. So I sprinkled them throughout a little bit, but just put some benches along the way. So if people need to rest or they need to take a seat, there are numerous places for them to do that. I am realizing right now though that I never put like a tree. What is that? What's the one we like? What is the name of that tree? There's like that one tree. It's a short pine. There it is. Yeah, we need a little bit of shade in some of these areas, so we'll put a short pine kind of here and there, just to give some of these bikes, these benches, a place to sit that isn't too sunny. But yeah, then over here, this is kind of where that junction meets, and so we just got a little sign as well as another little quote-unquote bathroom. Now let's go ahead and we're gonna click right here in the middle. No, right here in the middle on this particular path, because that's gonna connect us to both sides. We look here, tons of people are using it, mainly from this middle area. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stops already right here. We've got someone using the bike network that comes down to come to one of their homes. Over on this way, we're actually getting some pedestrian uses too, which is awesome. But like, look, we've got a pedestrian coming from all the way over here, and they're going to be going onto this bike network and going, I don't know where, somewhere crazy, all the way down here. This is all connected up. People are coming all throughout this area. This is so good. Now let's click on one of these ones, connecting people from here, really all throughout this area through bikes, which is awesome. So I'm hoping that that's going to make a positive impact on traffic. Kojak, thank you so much for a great suggestion. We're now at 82% traffic flow, which isn't too bad. And I think that's where we're going to leave this part here. Oh, no, it's not. We're gonna launch a rocket. So let's launch this. Here we go. Oh my God. I want to see the city in the background. There it goes. Oh, autosave. Can I? Oh, I can't turn that high. There it is. Look at it go. Turn everything off. Oh, and it disappeared. Oh, no, there it is. It's still going. All right, now I think it disappeared. Oh, there she is. Goodbye, rocket. All right, well, there it goes. There goes the rocket. Goodbye. We'll build another in your honor. We've launched our first rocket from Flying Waffle 1. 2811, 2082. Man, this has been a seriously long city. 82 years. Okay, Bluebird Heavy 2. If you have a better name for the second rocket, let me know. We're going to go ahead and start production on that. That was amazing. I'm so glad we did that. But I'm really pumped about the way that this network worked out. And yeah, I think this is looking great. Guys, thank you so much for all these suggestions. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.